Welcome, viewers, to Hometown Cable's presentation of Northern Soccer League Girls Varsity Soccer, coming to you from Northeastern Clinton Central School. This Wednesday evening, 5th of October, 2000. We're at Northeastern Central School. We're actually playing on the practice field this evening because the regular varsity field is unplayable at this point. We've had several days of rain and played a game on it the other night, and it was not so good, and it hadn't dried out a whole heck of a lot. So the coaches decided to move to this practice field, which is in much better shape, but still a little soggy and soft. The Cougars are entertaining the Red Storm of Saranac Lake Central School this evening on a beautiful sunny evening here in beautiful downtown Champlain. Action just underway. We'll try to keep track of the time for you, but no clock and no scoreboard at this field, so we'll keep you posted. There's a foul is going to go against the Cougars, so the Red Storm will get a restart. I'll set the lineup for you as best I can for the Red Storm. On their back line, we got Alexis Laramie, number 12 is Sydney Battistoni, 14 is Jasmine Tuthill, and there's a few other back there. We'll get their names as time allows. Cougars working the ball down deep in the corner. Honan pushes one out front to Roush, but it gets cut off, and the Red Storm push out. So early on in the game here, the Cougars have definitely had the advantage. And that ball gets lofted into the center. Grimshaw pushes one wide for Courtney Rabideau. She chases it down, beats her player, puts a ball on net, gets headed away. Honan is there, but can't get a foot on it. Here's Roush with a long shot to the far post. Grimshaw can't get a head on it. It rolls over the end line. That ball is intercepted in the middle by Grimshaw. She's going to be the first one to it. Pushes it a little bit too far ahead of her. Roush has control. Leads it off for Chevalier. Tries to get a ball in for Honan. Honan's got it on her foot. She's got three defenders on her. Pushes one wide for Amanda Harvey. Honan chases it down. Creates a little bit of space. Sends it in the center for Grimshaw. She can't handle the ball, and it gets cleared away. Here's a long shot in by McDonough, but that's going to roll wide. Rabideau chases it down before it goes out. Sends it back for Roush. She puts it in the center, but that's defended nicely. It's number 7 for the Red Storm is Marissa Farmer. Again, the Cougars applying some pretty steady pressure here in the first 5 minutes of the match. I don't know why I said I'm sorry. As I was saying, the officials for our contest tonight are Mr. Rudy and Mr. Bayshard. Thank you. Red Storm will throw in. McDonough heads that one forward for Honan. Again, she's double teamed, and it's taken away there by Battistoni, and it goes out of bounds. Cougars will throw in. Nice throw for Grimshaw, but she can't get a head on it. Again, the Cougars keeping the ball down in the Red Storm end. The ball is pushed into the center, rolls across the goal mouth, and it goes over the end line. So the Cougars are applying some pressure here. So they haven't had an opportunity to get a decent shot on goal, but as Calvin aptly pointed out, they have the wind at their backs at this point, so should favor the Red Storm in the second half. There's Harvey pounds one back in off the goal kick, but Reagan Kiefer, the goalkeeper for the Red Storm, is there to scoop that one up. Ball that's pushed forward. This is Southwick. She pushes it out for Grimshaw. Grimshaw mishandles the ball. She's fighting with Mackenzie Cotter and gets called for the hold. So once again, the Red Storm will restart just on their side of midfield. Donna pushes it up for Harvey. Harvey tries to center one for Honan, but here comes Maggie Dara. First time the Red Storm have been this far into Cougar territory, and that ball gets pushed back out by Cartier. There's a nice throw into the center. That's number 15 is Alexis Laramie on the back line for the Red Storm. Dara pushes one wide for Farmer. She can't catch up to it. That's number 3 in the center is Megan Moody. She pushes one up in the corner for Farmer, but Sorrell is there to turn that around. There's a nice ball into the center of the field. Roush comes back and turns that, sends it up for Rabideau, but she was leaning the wrong way. Cartier breaks that play up. It's a nice ball by Harvey. Roush sends one up for Rabideau, but it's broken up by the Red Storm. Grimshaw punches one in, hits Honan in the back of the head. Stops at the top of the 18, but the Red Storm able to clear it out. It's Moody coming over to break that play up. This is Chevalier with it. Gives it for Roush. Roush looking for a little operating room. Gets the ball taken away from her by, that's number 10. We've called her name. Oh, that's Maggie Dara. Sorry, we have called her name. Here's a nice ball, but that's going to go a little bit long. Sorrell's going to catch up to that one. She pushes it wide. McDonough sends a nice ball over for Rabideau. She's going to catch it in space. Tries to hit Honan, streaking through the middle. It's defended there, but here's another opportunity by Rabideau, but she can get the ball over to Honan. It's broken up by the Red Storm. This is Hope Laramie, number 17. Rabideau gets it back, tries to send it over for Harvey, and Laramie, I'm sorry, Kiefer comes out and covers that up while Harvey bearing down on her. Come on. Wrap it up. Roush wrestles that ball away from Laramie, pushes it wide, but it's going to roll out of bounds. Hebert with it. pushes it into the center, but that's a little bit too long. Cartier pops one back in, but again, the Red Storm is packed back pretty heavily. There's not a whole lot of operating space back there for the Cougars. And we're going to have another foul. Actually, it's going to be on the Red Storm, so Cougars have an opportunity here from just inside midfield. Sorrell's going to take this kick. And she puts one into the center. Honan is chasing it, but it goes a little bit long. Kiefer comes out and takes that on one hop. Punts it out to number 21. A new entrance into the game is Jennifer McWork. Nice ball there. Dunner breaks it up. Sorrell puts one into the center, but it's picked off there. This is Megan Kilroy for 9 over on the right half. Miller sends one up for Honan. Honan makes a nice play to get around one defender. Sends in a long shot. Kiefer got a beat on that one and picks it out of the air with no problem. She was thinking the way to grab the hold of that one. Not a bad, it's pretty good idea. Loft one from about 25, 30 yards out. You never know. Catch a little updraft. Here comes the Red Storm. A little bit of a charge coming down, but Hebert breaks that up, tries to push it out for right, Paige Dominic, but goes out of bounds here. The Red Storm trying to build a little bit of momentum here, apply some pressure. A nice play by Rabideau to break that up. Roush pops one up over midfield. That's number 5 is Vanessa Salami is their sweeper. There's a nice ball sent down the right sideline. Salami's going to be there first. Honan wrestles it away from her, taps one into the box. Puts a shot on goal, but it's going to go wide of the near post. Kiefer sends it out. It's broken up by Roush. And everybody kind of stands there. And this is Cotter. She takes it down the right side. She's got Miller defending her. Hey, how are you? Get the whole family here. You want to say something on Hometown Cowboy?
No.
First game you've been to?
No.
Oh, first time I've seen you?
No.
Oh, good.
Good game.
Is that right? Great. I didn't put the whole thing together until I saw Ricky here. I was like, okay. Then I figured it out.
Number 10.
Yeah, I figured it out.
Good job.
Yeah. Wow, glad to see you. This is Honan giving chase. She and Salami get there about the same time. Honan trying to push one into the center, gets broken up. Grimshaw pushes one into the center. This is Roush with it. Puts a shot on goal, but rolls harmlessly into Kiefer's hands. And we get a whistle on that play. Now here's a good opportunity for the Cougars. Sorrell's going to come down and take this kick. Sorrell chips one into the box, and Cougars are going to be offside. Huh? Yeah. Storm. Ball up for Cotter on the right side. She's going to try to get one in the center for Farmer. It gets broken up by Cartier. It's turned back around the other way and sent down. This is broken up by Salami. It's going to go out of bounds. Ball is pushed out for Honan. She's going to get there first. She turns and sends a shot in, but it's going to be wide. We get a whole host of substitutions into the game. I'm sorry, it won't stay in there. Just shove it on the end of that. Or put it underneath. Yeah, there you go. It's got a mind of its own. Yeah, that's the same thing that was trying to bite me earlier. It's still coming after me. It's tough to be afraid of a plastic bag, but it's one of my biggest fears, to be attacked by a garbage bag. Looking to see if they can't get something going here. Certainly had the bulk of the possession time. Yeah, I'm guessing we're about 20 minutes into the first half, by my estimation. We get the thumbs up on that one. Oh, there's Red Storm with the ball. This is Laramie. She can't get it past Grimshaw. Miller taps it up. Grimshaw pushes one down the left side. That's picked off by Battistoni. Sends it up in the center. Farmer's there. Or Cotter, I'm sorry. Try to send over for Paola, but it's picked off by number 2 is Aaron Ryan, and that's going to be a Red Storm throw-in. Donna picks that one off, sends it in back into the center, but goes to a Red Storm player. There's a ball that's sent down into the right corner. Southwick gives chase. Laramie is there. She turns the ball around, gets it out a little bit too far ahead of her. Red Storm got a little opportunity here. Grimshaw comes back and turns it around. And Red Storm will have a throw in. Here's McDonough. She turns around, sends it up to the center. Bayola gets a foot on it. It's ball taken away by Alexis Laramie. Here's a ball that's going to be lofted towards the end line, but it's going to roll over the end line and be a goal kick for the Cougars. First time the Red Storm have made it to any kind of shot of any sort. This is Grimshaw. Tries to get one over for Hebert, but that's turned back around by Chelsea LaFontaine. There's Southwick with it, but she gets it a little bit too far ahead of her, and Tuthill takes it away from her. Here's Cotter giving chase. And she tries to keep it in, rolls out. So the Red Storm have turned the tide here just a little bit and managed to keep the ball down on their end. Cougars end. Here's a nice ball by Roush, pushed down, but it's going to roll into the box, and Kiefer's going to come out and cover that up before anybody can get to it. Here's Southwick, sends one into the center. And it goes to a Red Storm player. Roush pushes one wide, but Bayola was leaning the wrong way, and the Red Storm come away with it. This is Farmer. That's Andy Boyer takes the ball away from her. Hebert fights for it and can't quite keep it in, so it's going to be a Red Storm throw-in. So we get 16 minutes remaining in the first half. Roush pushes one out for Southwick. Southwick back for Roush. Roush takes it down the left side. Left side, pushes it in the center, but no white shirts there. And there's a cross into the box. Bayola's giving chase. Laramie is there. And it's going to be a Cougar throw-in. Once again, the Cougars with some pressure. Erica Sorrell comes up to play this one back in the box. And this is Tuthill.
Get back, Erica, get back, get back!
The ball is scrambling around. Roush comes away with it. Pushes it wide for Southwick. She gives chase. And it's down in the corner. Pushes it into the center. Grimshaw can't get a foot on it. Defended nicely there by Moody. Moody carries the ball up the right side. Sends a long ball in, but Sorrell's going to be there first. She turns it back the other way. Here's Southwick. Pushes it down the line for that is Menard, I believe, Miranda Menard. Roush can't get to it quick enough, and Laramie pushes it up. Cartier cuts that one off, but Cotter has it.
Ball, girl.
And Cartier makes a nice play there. She and McDonough get their signals crossed, but the ball comes away. McDonough sends a nice ball up for Honan, keeps it in, beats one defender, beats a second, and still has the ball, pushes it in the center, and this is Rabideau with it. Rabideau turning, looking to get a shot. Tuthill gets a foot on that one. Some nice pressure here by the Cougars, but Rabideau gets a shot off, but Tuthill is able to get a foot on it to redirect it, and goes out of bounds. This one rolls back to Sorrell. She tries to get it up for Honan. And the ball's just kind of being batted back and forth. Number 21 is McGurk. She goes down. So the Red Storm will get a restart right at midfield. McDonough picks that one off. Hebert has it. She's got some space, but decides to send it up, and it gets picked off by Laramie. Laramie tries to push it up, but it's broken up by Cartier. McDonough turns it around and slides all the way back to Salami. Southwick has it. Tries to push it forward. Here's Honan all alone in front of the net, and she doesn't make any mistake on that one. Nice feed by Paige Southwick. Gets it up for Mallory Honan in the center, and defender kind of slipped a little bit and went off her foot, and Honan grabbed the ball and went in alone on Kiefer and made no mistake about that. Slid it into the bottom corner, so the Cougars go up 1-0. Cougars will take a 1-0 lead on a Mallory Honan goal. Paige Southwick gets the assist. There's a nice ball, goes over the head of the midfielders, but the offense was kind of sleeping on that one. Here's Hebert in the center. She sends it up for Grimshaw. Grimshaw gets it a little bit too far ahead of her, and it's broken up by the Red Storm. It's a nice play by Cartier to step in front of that offensive player. Here's another nice ball for Honan. Honan takes a shot from about 20 yards out. One hops it to Kiefer, and she had that one played pretty well. And we're going to have a push on the Red Storm. So Cougars will restart just inside midfield. And there's a ball that rolls back for Sorrell. This one's Grimshaw in the center. She has a hard time handling it, but pushes it out. Here's McDonough. Slaps one off the... there's a little collision between Honan and Kiefer, but the ball rolls over the end line, and it's going to be a goal kick, I believe. That ball squirted through everybody off of... kind of deflected off of a few people and squirted into the box. Kiefer came off her line to come up and cover it up. Just the same time Honan got there. Honan actually touched the ball and got it away from Kiefer, but it went towards the goal and it rolled over the end line. A good opportunity there by the Cougars. Cougars again applying some pretty steady pressure here. And here come the Red Storm back the other way. This is Laramie. I'm sorry, LaFountain. And she's not being challenged too much. That ball goes into the box. Cartier turns it back around the other way, but the Red Storm are pressuring. And a little hesitation there on the defense, but Cartier's able to turn it out, send it out of the other box. Chevalier is the first one there. She sends it out, but this is Laramie. She's still got the ball. And Hebert finally sends one down the left side, but there's no white shirts there. This is Tuthill. She'll turn and send it back in. Sorrell comes up and makes a nice play there. Still has the ball. Pushes it down the sideline, and she's not going to be able to catch up to that. Still in play. And Menard gets beat to that ball, so the Red Storm turn it around the other way. Menard lays that one off for Grimshaw, but it goes to Laramie instead. And Chevalier pushes it into the center. This is Moody. And she pushes it down in the corner. LaFountain is giving chase. And Cartier makes a nice defensive play there. And we got subs coming in. Cougar throw in. It goes right back to LaFountain with the Red Storm get called for a foul there, so Cougars will turn it around and get her restarted.
Foul's at second base.
That's first base, isn't it? No, it's second base, you're right.
I was recording it too.
Here's Honan with it. She beats one defender, takes it into the center, puts a ball into the middle. Nice ball there, but defended nicely by Tuthill. And that one gets cleared up. LaFountain gives chase and beats her defender, takes it down to the left side, turns around, puts a cross into the box, but it's turned around by Chevalier. And she finally pushes it out to midfield, but Laramie's there. And it's going to be a Cougar throw-in. This is Morgan Rabideau just checked into the game. Honan pushes one off for Rabideau. Rabideau tries to get it back for Honan, but it's intercepted there by Laramie, and Tuthill turns it around. Chevalier settles it. Switches fields. Here's Rabideau. She pushes it wide for Hebert. Hebert and Salami give chase. Hebert's got some speed. Here's Roush. She turns one in and puts it in the box. Honan is there. She's defended by a couple of red shirts. Here's Roush. She's going to push it back in. And that's going to be a goal kick. So good pressure there by the Cougars, keeping that ball inside the 18 for a couple of decent opportunities. Honan got the ball on her foot, but drew a crowd of red shirts and is not able to turn and get a shot on goal. Here's Hebert, tries to turn one, sends it into the box, but it's defended there by Salami. Roush still has it, takes it to the end line, sends one in the middle, but that gets defended by Laramie. Here's Taylor Rabideau. Here's a shot by Honan, and Rabideau's there, but it's defended by Kiefer. Rolls back out, and Grimshaw taps in the rebound. There's a good pressure there by the Cougars, and Taylor Rabideau put a nice shot on goal, but Kiefer was able to dive and get her hands on it and pushed it back out to about the 10 or 11 yard line. Grimshaw was there to pound in the rebound, so the Cougars go up by a 2-0 score with,
Good job, girls.
I'm guessing, about 4 minutes or so to go in this first half. I'm going to give the assist to Taylor Rabideau on that one. So Bianca Grimshaw with the goal, Rabideau with the assist. All set up by hard work by Molly Roush to take that ball down the end line. Here's Hebert, sends one long, but Laramie is there.
Come on, Bianca.
Grimshaw has it, pushes it wide for Rabideau. And she gets the ball taken away by Laramie, but the Cougars will have the throw in. Once again, Cougars applying some serious pressure. Here's McDonough with one. This skips under Kiefer's, hits the mud in front of the goal, and Kiefer thought that ball was going to come up on her and slips right underneath her hands and into the back of the net. Michaela McDonough from about 30 yards out buries one, and goalie just kind of misplayed that one, but it's going to go up on the board as a goal. So Cougars will take a 3-0 lead here with I'm going to say we got about 3 minutes to go in the half. That's worthwhile coming up for right, Tim?
I thought it was going to Liam's game.
Well, that's good. I'm glad she got that goal for you. come the Red Storm. They trying to battle back here. Hebert sends it forward, but yeah, we're going to get a whistle on that ball. Cougars will restart. And the ball is sent into the center. It's Paquette with it. Pushes it wide. Red Storm defend nicely, and there's a ball that's sent up, but Cartier cuts that one off. And it kind of bounces over everybody. Chevalier turns around, sends it back in the center. Tries to push it wide for Paquette, but it's defended by the Red Storm. Here's Rabideau with it. He turns and puts it into the center. Dara is there to cut it off, but Roush hustles over. And that ball's going to go to the end line. Here's Morgan Rabideau with it, top of the 18, but Tuthill defends. This is Chevalier. She turns around, puts it back in the center. Roush is going to be first. Sends it over for Hebert. Hebert puts a nice ball in the center, but Laramie stepped in front of Honan there to get her foot on it, and it's going to roll over the end line. I believe we're going to have a corner kick. Yep. My watch says the period's over, but here's a nice defense by Salami. Here's Roush with it again. She pushes it down to the end line, sends a shot into the box, but this time Kiefer is able to stay down on it and scoop that one up. We're in the, I would believe, is the waning seconds of the first half. Cougars with a 3-0 lead, and certainly the bulk of the possession time in this first half.
Hey, come on.
We're going to have a Cougar throw in.
Wait again. Hold it.
Yep, we get subs again. And that ball gets pushed out of bounds by Laramie. It'll be another throw in for the Cougars. This is Paquette. She tries to turn, but Farmer turns out around the other way. Chevalier gives chase. Red Storm have all of their players back in the box. This is Paquette with an opportunity, but she gets defended there by Laramie, and the ball scoots out to the left side. Chevalier's there. And she turns and sends one back into the center. Yeah. That wasn't Lindsay Paquette that fell down, was it? I'll be darned.
They should create just a special award for her this year. Mud in the face.
Laramie sends that one into the Red Storm bench. See the official looking at his watch there. Chevalier sends one into the box. Roush can't quite get a foot on it, and Kiefer comes out and covers up. We're right at the end of the half, and the whistle blows. So after 40 minutes of play here at Northeastern Clinton Central School, the Cougars have a 3-0 lead on the visiting Red Storm of Saranac Lake Central School. All right, folks, we are back for the second half of action here at Northeastern Clinton Central School in this Northern Soccer League Division I girls varsity matchup. The host Cougars of Northeastern Clinton and the visiting Red Storm of Saranac Lake Central School. Cougars take a 3-0 lead into the second half with on goals by Mallory Honan, Bianca Grimshaw, and Michaela McDonough. And we've had a change in goalkeepers for the Cougars. Christina Paola has taken over on in the second half here, and this is the right out of the chute. She gets the ball kicked towards her. Celine Bouvier was a goalkeeper in the first half, never touched the ball. So Red Storm come out a little bit motivated here and draw themselves a corner kick right off the bat. Hope Laramie will take the kick. What's that?
They also have the wind.
Calvin figuring that the wind is a huge advantage, so we'll see how it plays out. Here's Laramie with it, and it goes out of bounds. So Red Storm with the throw, and the ball is sent out for Paquette. Paquette going to push it wide for Southwick, but Salami's going to get there first. Here's Roush, sends a ball up for Paquette. Tuthill is there. Southwick is trying to push it past Tuthill. Keeps it in, and now it's out. And it goes off of a bunch of bodies. And that's McGork that goes down. The Red Storm with a restart. Laramie will take the kick. Sends it out. Hebert gets a body on it. Tries to push it out for Paquette. She can't get her foot on it. And that one scoots by. Here's a Red Storm with some nice organized pressure. That's a little bit long, and Sorrell turns it around, sends it up to midfield. This is Rabideau. Here's Paquette. Sends one wide. This is Dominic, Paige Dominic. She gives chase, but Vanessa Salami's there to turn that around. Going to be a Red Storm throw in. Cartier sends one over. This is Dominic. Be a Red Storm throw in. Cougars once again throw in, and they'll have another one at midfield. Here's Roush, pushes one into the center. Paquette hustles back for it, and Hebert punches one to the back line. Morgan Rabbit is the first one there. She has it at the top of the box, and the Cougars can't get a shot off. Hebert pushes one back in. Here's Southwick with an opportunity. She puts a shot on goal, and Laramie gets a piece of it, but it rolls into Kiefer, who scoops it up and has no problem with that. Kiefer punts it out midfield. McDonough makes a nice play, pushes it up the right wing. Dominic's first. She touches it in, but Laramie turns that around. Here comes the other Laramie, Hope Laramie. She carries it out. Roush is the first one there. She's in the center. She's going to uncork one. It's going to roll harmlessly in, and Kiefer's going to scoop that one up without a problem. Ball's punted out to midfield. Nice play by Cartier, but that ball is in the center. And it's Moody. She's going to be called for the handball. So Cougars will restart right at midfield. And that's headed back the other way. Sorrell turns around and punches it back up. Roush has it go over her head. And that's going to go out of bounds. Cougars will throw in. I'll get that for you, Dale.
Thanks.
You're welcome. This is Tuthill carrying it up the right side. Sends a nice ball in, but that's a little bit long. Sorrell gets a foot on it. And Salami pushes it out of bounds. Going to be a Cougar throw in. Get about 6.5 minutes gone here in the second half. This is Moody. Big crowd of people here. And Roush comes away with it. Sends a ball into the center. Laramie makes a nice play on that. Turns it around, but going to go all the way back to Sorrell. A little boot ball going on here in the middle of the field. Tuthill makes a nice play, sends it down. McCarty is going to be there first. And she keeps it in. Here's Paquette. Lays it back for Roush. Roush puts it in the center. Here's Rabideau. She can't get a foot on it. And Alexis Laramie takes care of that. And that one's going to be booted all the way back. Gets past Sorrell, but she's the first one there and taps it out of bounds. That's Dara giving chase for the Red Storm. Ebert's the first one to that, but it goes out of bounds. Here's a Red Storm with an opportunity. This is Dara, and it's going to be a goal kick. Chevalier sends that one out. This is Harvey. She gets it taken off her foot by Laramie. There's a nice defensive play by Skylar Ebert. The ball comes into the center. Roush is there first. She carries it up. She's got some space. She pushes it down the left side. Turns, sends the ball into the center. And it's going to get defended by Salami, but Roush gets it right back and sends it out. Moody is there, and the Red Storm turn around and come the other way. Boyer makes a nice play, steps in front of that, and knocks it out of bounds. There's a nice throw. Honan takes it down the right side. She brings it to the corner of the box. Lofts a ball. It's going to hit in the corner of the net. Nice left-footed shot by Mallory Honan from just outside the box, and Kiefer couldn't quite get her hand on it, and goes up top shelf. And Mallory Honan with her second goal of the evening. Beauty from the left side, and put that ball right where Reagan Kiefer wasn't able to get a hold of it. So Pete Southworth's going to pick up her second assist of the night.
With the wind coming this way,
Right. Nice shot, left-footed. So go to the clock. And we got about 10 and a half gone in the in the first half. Chevalier gives chase, sends it back into the center, but the Red Storm are there. This is Moody. It gets broken up. Hebert sends it back up the other way. Honan and Laramie give chase. Laramie makes a nice play there and turns it back around the other way. This is Dara. And she gets past Sorrell. Lofts a shot, and Payola is going to pick that one up. Here's Hebert, switches fields, sends one up for Southwick. She gets beat to the ball, but ends up with it. Beats two defenders and carries the ball up the left side. Sends it, lays it off for Roush. Roush is there, puts it up for Grimshaw. Grimshaw's got an inside move, puts a shot on goal, but it's going to roll over the end line, and Kiefer's going to watch that one roll out of bounds. Nice play there by the Cougars to show some decent teamwork, get that ball up. Grimshaw got the ball at the top of the 18 and decided to uncork one and went wide of the net. Cougars with some decent pressure here. And there's a nice play by Moody. Roush still chasing. The ball goes out of bounds. Maybe a Red Storm throw-in. Hebert sends one in, but that's going to roll over the end line. Here's Laramie. Chevalier has it now. She tries the center one, but Tuthill steps into that one. And that's going to go over the head of the defenders. But Sorrell is there to turn that off. Goes back over the touch line, and Red Storm will throw in.
About 20 years I've been in soccer. My junior year in high school.
And about 13 and a half minutes gone in the second half. Here's Honan with it at the top of the box. She turns, lays it off for Roush. Roush is going to rifle one. Kiefer with a nice one-handed save on that play. Nice play by the Cougars. Mallory Honan drops it off for Roush, who is coming in on the ball. She puts a nice shot on goal up to the far post, but Reagan Kiefer puts a hand on it and makes a beauty of a save. That's going to go over to the Red Storm. Here's Grimshaw with some space. Lays it off for Roush. Roush going to send a nice long ball over for Honan on the left side. But she's defended nicely there by Laramie. Laramie goes down, no whistle. Honan pushes one into the center. Tuthill is there. And the ball's loose in the box, but Kiefer comes out and covers it up. Kiefer punts it out of bounds, so Cougars again with some good pressure here in the last 3 or 4 minutes. Chevalier tries to send one into the center, but Farmer's there. Sends it up in the middle. Cartier steps up and breaks that play up. Tuthill and Harvey battle for it. Tuthill wins that one, and the ball goes out of bounds. Roush battling for it. Hebert sends one in, but broken up by Laramie. Roush turns it around, gives it for Honan. Honan's got some space. She's on the left side. And Alexis Laramie, a nice ball in the middle for Roush, but it was just behind her. She gets a foot on it, but can't quite control it. And Grimshaw was there also, but couldn't get a foot on that. There's a nice opportunity there for the Cougars. Here's Southwick with the ball. Turns around, sends it down for Honan. Honan gets beat by Laramie. The ball goes out of bounds. Here's Grimshaw with it, pushes one in for Honan. Honan lost one into the middle. A nice header by Amanda Harvey, but Kiefer had it played really nice. Good cross by Mallory Honan, puts it right in the center of the box. Harvey got ahead on it, and she did all she could. And Kiefer had it played very well. There's a handball on the Cougar, so Red Storm will get a restart. Haven't been down the Cougar end of the field in the last 5 or 6 minutes, so this will be an opportunity for them to try to get some offense going. Grimshaw breaks it up, sends it back out for Honan. Honan's got it at midfield with lots of space. Laramie's defending her, and Laramie gets the ball away from her. Nice play by Boyer to turn it back around. Here's number 22 is Jordan McDougall. We haven't called her name too much tonight, but she's come off the bench to get some action. Boyer pushes one up the sideline, but Cougars get called for a foul. So. Yeah, Hebert whiffs on that one, but Sorrell is there to knock it out of harm's way. It'll be a Red Storm throw-in. We got a lot. Another Red Storm throw-in. Red Storm. Oop, another sip. Play goes on as the substitution was coming off the field. But
Yeah, that's what I was just thinking. I'm like, yeah.
here's Cotter. And Grimshaw bumps that one out of bounds, so Red Storm having the ball down in the Cougar end here for the last couple of minutes. And that's going to be a corner kick. So once again, the Red Storm showing some offensive opportunities here. Why is this? My clock keeps stopping on me. I'm saying we're about halfway through the second half. Cougars still with a 4-0 lead at this point. Rabideau turns that one back around, comes out to the right side. Laramie kicks it out of bounds. So come the Cougars back the other way. This is Bouvier. Pushes in for Dubois. I don't think so. You can miss that call. We were right in line for that one, weren't we, Calvin?
Want to see it again?
Yeah, you want to see that one again? Oh, there's a nice play by Alexis Laramie. to get that ball away from Bouvier. And that's going to go out of bounds. Be a Red Storm's throw. That one's out of bounds. Bouvier pushes it in the center. Grimshaw misses it. This is Dubois. She goes down. Here's McDonough, pushes it over to the right side. This is Courtney Rabideau. She sends one into the center. Nice ball in the box. Laramie is there. Rabideau gets it back. She still got it. Puts a shot into the box again. This is Alexis Laramie, and she and Dubois collide, but pushes the ball out to Tuthill. Rabideau gets it back. Pushes one in the center for Grimshaw, but it's defended there by the Red Storm. This is Hebert. She switches it. Bouvier traps it in the center. Gets the ball taken away by Moody. Moody pushes it by McDonough. McDonough is there. And she's going to get called for the push. So Red Storm will restart right at midfield. There's a nice ball into the center. It gets by Chevalier and gets by Sorrell. There's a big pile up in the box, and McDonough comes away to clear it out. She and LaFountain battle for it, and it goes out of bounds. So the Red Storm working the ball deep into Cougars territory. And Grimshaw's the last one to touch that, so Red Storm will have another corner kick. This one's sent out for Salami. She whiffs on it, and there's a ball. It's pushed up to the center. Bouvier has it. She's got Dubois with her. She lays it off for Dubois. Dubois pushes it a little bit too far ahead of her, and Laramie makes a nice defensive play. This is Rabideau. Laramie gets by her. She's still got the ball, taking it down the left side. Pushes the ball into the center. Nice play there. Miller is there to turn that around. And Salami sends it down the side for LaFountain. He gets pushed back out. This is Dara. Here's Cotter with it. She gets a nice defensive play there by Miller, and Rabideau kicks it out of bounds. Yeah, it's going to be another Red Storm throw-in. Coach Super mixing it up a little bit. Get Mallory Honing in as the sweeper position now, and giving Erica Sorrell a well-deserved break. Here's McDonough, punches one up to midfield. Tuthill's the first one there. And Rabideau's there. Sends one up for Dubois. Dubois got it on the right side. And she kicks it off at Tuthill's foot, so it'll be a Cougar throw-in. Here's McDonough with it. She switches fields. Tries to get one out for Rabideau. This is Menard with it. Touches it off for Rabideau. Rabideau pushes it into the box. Turns around, sends a nice cross out. And Southwick misses a wide open net. Nice cross by Taylor Rabideau to set up her player in the box. And Southwick got a foot on it. Tries to push it to the corner, but pushed it just a little bit wide. Nice play there by the Cougars. Went to sleep on me. We got about 14 minutes left in the second half. Honan breaks that play up. Here's Rabideau with it. And she sends one up to the front. This is Menard. Sends one into the center. Rabideau's going to get there first. She and Tuthill battle. This is Dominic. And Tuthill knocks that out of bounds. Oh, he was in your view. Southwick tries to center one. Here's Roush just back into the game. Pushes one off for McDonough. McDonough and LaFountain battle for it. Boyer pushes it back in. This is Dominic with it. She's battling against, it's number 10 is Dara. And it'll be a Red Storm throw in. Cougars putting some decent pressure on here. So keeping the ball down at this end for the last 3 or 4 minutes. Roush can't get it. This is Cartier, lays it off for McDonough. McDonough pushes it for Boyer. That goes in the center. Dara's got it. She tries to send it up for Cotter. Cotter gets by Honan. McDonough is there to break that up. Whoa! She whiffs on that, spins all the way around. Pretty acrobatic. Menard gets beat to the ball. Here's Southwick with it. She's got some space. And Laramie breaks that up. It's going to be a foul against the Cougars. Red Storm with a opportunity now, just inside of about 40 yards out. Salami puts a low shot in. Here's Paquette with it. She puts it up in the center, but Tuthill's going to be the first one there. Sends it into the box. And Honan deflects it, but Paola comes out and covers up. So Red Storm applying some pressure here. Yeah, looks like we got about 11 minutes to play here in the second half. McDonough turns around and knocks one up towards the center of the field. This is Rabideau. Rabideau sends it over for Menard, but Ryan breaks that up. Here's Menard again. Leaves it off for Dominic. And this is Boyer. And she can't keep it in. And we got subs. Back to action. There's a nice throw, goes all the way back for Honan, and Honan sends it over for Rabideau. Rabideau touches it past her defender. Here's Menard. Cougars got a big break here, and that one gets broken up by Laramie, but Rabideau still has it. Tries to get it past that defender. This is Hope Laramie. She turns around and sends it back up the line. Here's Cotter with it. And Honan is there to knock it over the touch line, so it's going to be a throw-in for the Red Storm. There's a scrum at the end of the field, but the Cougars come away with it. Rabideau and Dominic battle with the Red Storm, but Cougars will get the throw. Roush still has it. Sends it forward. Here's a nice ball for Southwick. And Laramie is there. Laramie turns the ball around, comes the other way. She's got lots of space on that left side. Paquette finally goes over and breaks up the play. Here's Roush in the center. She gets it out just a little bit too far ahead of her. Here's Southwick pushes one up in there, but Laramie is there. And it's out for Marissa McDonough on the left side for the Red Storm. And Paquette goes down again. Here's Ryan, puts one in the center. There's a shot that's going to roll all the way back. Bayola's going to pick that up without a problem. Well, the Red Storm trying to create a little bit of something here with time winding down. Get about 7.5 to go. Here's Honan with it. Boyer turns around, pushes it over to the side. Ball's in the center. This is Grimshaw. Paquette comes back to get it. Gets it taken away by Dara. Dara pushes it down in the corner, and it's going to go out of bounds. And Grimshaw pushes one up, but Laramie turns around and sends it back. Here's Rabideau with it. Sends a nice ball up for Menard. Menard and Tuthill are battling. Menard pushes it wide. Gets it by Tuthill. And it's going to go out of bounds, so Cougars will throw. Nice play by Salami. This one gets fired. Tuthill pushes it back. Miller is there. Turns it back around. Here's a ball that's in the box, but Cougars are all just kind of standing around. Here's Menard with it. She gets it taken off her foot by Laramie. Boyer steps up, pushes it down for Dominic. Dominic in some traffic. She pushes it wide. Ryan defends. And here's a nice ball that gets pushed back into the box. Dominic is there. Boyer pushes one into the box, headed away by Laramie. Here's Dominic. She gets a foot on it, but it kind of goes backwards, but it's at the top of the 18. Here's Rabideau with an opportunity. Well, it gets defended there by the Red Storm. This is Moody. She goes by everybody. Chevalier comes over and breaks up the play. Looking like we get about, I'm guessing we get about 4 minutes left in this second half. Cougars with that 4-0 lead, and 2 goals by Mallory Honan, and 1 each by Bianca Grimshaw and Michaela McDonough. Heard the referee say 4 minutes. Glad to know that he agrees with me. It's a ball that's sent to the back. And Cerise Dubois now at the sweeper position. This one comes back to Dubois. She turns it around, sends it back up. Here's Boyer with it. Dominic has it. Has to get it for Rabideau, broken up by Laramie. And there's Dominic, gives a nice ball for Rabideau. Rabideau crosses it into the center, but Laramie is there. Hebert, she turns around, sends one up for Rabideau. Rabideau pushes it off of Salami's leg. Salami comes back, covers that up with no problem. Sends the ball up the line. Cotter and Boyer battle for it. And we clock. There's Paquette giving a chase, but it goes out of bounds. Miller turns around, puts it in the center. Here's Hebert with it. Dominic switches fields. Harvey gives chase. And she sends it over. Tuthill defends that one. This is Moody. Chevalier knocks that one down. Here's McDougal. Laramie pushes it down the left side. Come the Red Storm. Here's Laramie. Sends one in, but Dubois defends there and goes out of bounds. Going to be a corner kick. We got a minute left in the contest. I'm sure the Cougars would prefer to preserve this shutout. Red Storm doing a lot, everything that they can to get something on the board. Hebert sends this one out. Here's Tuthill. She's going to send one into the box. Hebert gets a head on it. This one comes into the center. And Hebert is able to push it out. Gets by Tuthill. He's going to roll back out to midfield. Here's Salami. She sends it into the middle. Boyer turns it around. Rabideau gets it up for Taylor Rabideau. Yeah, she puts it in the center. We're down to the last 10 seconds of the match. Harvey gives chase, and the whistle's going to sound. So that's a wrap-up from Northeastern Clinton Central School this Wednesday evening, October 5th, 2011. The Cougars come away with a shutout 4-0 victory over the visiting Red Storm of Saranac Lake Central School. We hope you enjoyed this broadcast, and we thank you for watching Hometown Cable Television.